We're having a baby.
Yeah?
You can see it fluttering there.
Oh, wow.
Guess what? No, if it wants to come check you out.
I'm getting ready for our appointment. We have a 32-week scan and doctor's appointment today. So just get ready. I try to look somewhat put together for going to the doctor in general. I've just heard too many horror stories of not being taken seriously. If it's a new doctor, I usually mention that I'm a journalist and filmmaker, just in hopes that it makes a difference. I'm beyond excited to be pregnant, yet simultaneously fighting for space in my thoughts is the knowledge that I'm 3 times more likely to die of pregnancy-related causes than a white woman. I find this incredibly heavy, too heavy to carry on my own. So I've decided not to.
For the baby in 1 week.
I decided to find 2 other expectant Black mothers, perfect strangers, who are willing to go on this journey with me. On this journey to becoming mothers, we have to contend with the risks and fears along the way, while remembering to live in the deep joys and the magic in the mundane.
Love your hair.
Thanks. I can't see you yet.
Well, I'm not looking as cute as you.
Oh, there you are. Ooh, you got your faux locks done though.
Not yet. If you really pay attention, look, I haven't finished the top yet.
Oh, I can't tell.
So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling big. Like I feel like my belly is big. Hi.
Yes. Hey.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. How you ladies doing?
Good, good. Tamika meets Season. Season meets Tamika.
Hey, you.
Season, how are you?
Ready. That's all I'm going to tell everybody. I'm ready.
How are you feeling, Tamika?
I'm right there with you guys. And I looked in the mirror today. I actually looked at my belly and looked at the profile. I'm like, oh my God, like what just happened? Like I can see the growth.
I am a mom of 3, 2 here, 1 on the way. I work full time. I work from home, which is good. I kind of wrote off the idea of having any more kids just because of my last experience with my daughter. After giving birth to her, had some complications. So with this pregnancy, knowing what happened before, I'm just trying my best to control the controllables. What would your role be in the room? Like, if you're in the room, I'm in labor, like, what are you doing?
My goal is to make sure you're good. I'm not tending to anyone else. I'm not responsible for the baby. My role is strictly to make sure that you're good. Like just being your advocate and your voice.
My doula happens to be my best friend. She's a mother of 5. She's a pro, I would say at this point. I'm so glad you decided to be a doula.
But I told you, I found out from my grandmother that my great-grandmother was a doula. Well, her mom would like disappear at like certain hours of the night and would say, I'll be back in a couple of days.
What was her name?
Lord, Miss Bowley.
Yeah, and I wonder if it was like even safer for Black women to get it done by, a Miss Bowley rather than going to like a hospital.
In slavery, a lot of the first people that helped white women have babies
were Black
women. We're the ones that birthed their babies. They made it out okay, right?
Call Miss Bowley, it's time.
All is your babies, Miss Mary?
Yes, these are all my babies. Delivered about 1,400.
I hope she latches though, because it's just so easy for me to breastfeed. I hope she does.
How long did you do it with AJ?
1 year and 8 months.
Wow.
Tamika doesn't really know that he's on the spectrum with autism and very high functioning. But it played a role in my extra long breastfeeding because one of his issues that I noticed when he turned 1 is he didn't want to eat. Hi. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Well, you didn't go up.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You gotta give her a kiss. You gotta give her a kiss.
Give the baby a kiss? Oh, thank you. Now she's kicking. She said, I want to see my brother AJ. You're walking too fast. I am a certified child development specialist. I am a behavioral technician. I am a child care consultant. So my whole field is geared around children. Okay, so what color are we gonna use next? I think we need pink.
I think we need pink.
All right, give me.
And I thinking.
Am I thinking what you're thinking? Yeah, I'm thinking what you're thinking. He has these developmental issues that make him kind of odd. With all this going on with police officers killing African Americans, they don't have any education in mental health. Help me. My husband is 6'4", and my son is very big for his age. I want it only on the S. As he gets older, just say something happens and that's sensory to him that freaks him out, and then he starts acting in distress. Is someone gonna shoot him or do something to him because they think that he's angry instead of in distress because he has autism? What? I messed up your masterpiece?
You messed up my masterpiece.
These are professional.
That's a lot for a small toe.
It's
Okay,
not even a whole
okay,
lot.
all right, go ahead. And then the big toe, you got a little, got a little overambitious with it.
Fine.
I knew telling my mom I was pregnant would be memorable. We got a cake that said, "Surprise, we're having a baby." That's my mom right there.
What is it?
Oh my god. We have to watch her falling out again.
What is it?
It's like something pulled her down. Until I got pregnant, I'd never really thought about what it means to grow a human inside of your body. This cluster of cells is now my baby with his little eyelashes and fingers and toes. I'm convinced that this is the closest thing to magic that we humans can do. But this magic feels so fragile sometimes. I keep coming across this concept called weathering. It's sort of the accumulated stress of racism that Black women experience, really from when they're in the womb, for the rest of their lives. It's a sort of stress that can distill down to a biological level. Sometimes that stress is visible in our cells. Dying in childbirth is one of the ways that this manifests. I have to wonder, is this happening in my cells, inside my body? The daily microaggressions, the shared trauma of seeing lifeless Black bodies, what is it doing to me? I prefer the other definition of the word weathering, which is to withstand, to come safely through, to survive. This I know we do every day. I do this every day. Traversing medical bias, racism, white supremacy, while clinging to the joy and love of knowing I'm bringing new life into this world, that is weathering.
Oh, babe, look. That's his face, right?
Lips. Oof.
Ooh, so cute. See what we can get. Oh my goodness, babe, look at that.
What is that?
That's a little baby face.
Could be in the
Oh my god.
The nose still developing, but it's not your nose.
You don't think so?
Mm-hmm.
He's so cute.
Still very much abstract, but that was a face on it.
Got a whole face.
It's a face on it. I don't expect the face to look like that.
I checked like parts of his brain, bladder, and everything was normal, thankfully.
Every time I have a normal scan or test result, it's a huge relief. I know it means I'm a little closer to safely delivering my baby. I also know that's never guaranteed.
When I was pregnant with my daughter, I would have these dizzy spells and episodes and near syncope where I'm almost passing out. It always came out of the blue. My heart would just start racing. My hearing, it would sound like I'm underwater. It happened again. Ended up in the ambulance. My blood pressure was off to the point where that's when I heard them turn on the sirens and they rushed to the hospital. But I don't even remember having any major follow-up meetings with, my healthcare team, my OBGYN office about those episodes. It wasn't good because those episodes, in my opinion, kind of were leading up to the big one, right? After the delivery of my daughter. One more push. She came all the way out. They put her on me. They're cleaning her off, get her to cry. I remember thinking, I can't breathe right. I need oxygen. I don't feel right. And my vision went first, and then the hearing, and then it was like someone turned off an old school television. My midwife, Miss Petway, stay with me, stay with me. My mom had her hand on my head. She was praying. I thought I was dying. And when I finally came to, 15 doctors surrounding my bed, all looking, everybody's perplexed. My mom, she's there, and she's like, my feet hurt. And I'm like, well, why does your feet hurt? She's like, I've been standing here for 4 hours. Even today, there's still no answer. As I'm doing my medical visits, that's what I bring it up during every conversation. What are you gonna do to mitigate this? Let's assume that there's a high chance this can happen again.
The OBGYN that I met with today, she was just too fast talking and we would talk about some things and she was like cutting me off while I'm talking. And like even acknowledging, I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's other things I want to discuss. And I'm just like, this appointment is about me. It's not you getting out everything you need to discuss in 15 minutes. You need to give me the time.
I can't remember how much cornstarch I used last time. I'm just guessing.
Well, remember, like to mix it with water.
Really? I do it one time and you've reminded me literally every single time since. What kind of father are you gonna be? Like, on a day-to-day basis?
It's gonna be a lot of soliloquies.
Oh my God.
Whole lot of monologues. Like I can see that now.
Yeah, I know. There's gonna be a lot of eye contact between me and this child. Like, sorry, son, you just gotta sit through this one.
Yeah. Conversations around all right, you have 2 jobs, right? One's to stay alive, one's to come back home.
How do you equip them with all the things to come home safe, but also how do you make them just a whole person who doesn't have to dim or minimize any parts of themselves?
Let the egg fall out, just kind of go back and forth, and then I don't try to break it. That wasn't the best. I've gotten better, I let him skate to the plaza, for example. But before then, I would be calling him every 10 minutes. I would have him on a tracking device. If I know he's in a plaza and I heard sirens, I will pause and listen for what direction the sirens are going. I don't know if he's in a plaza and him and his friends are laughing too loud.
I made a rap regarding Black Lives Matter, and it was made right after the death of Ahmaud Arbery. Just the fact that thinking that could have been me, it's caused a lot of fear, kind of to just go outside.
The lives of Black women and their sons are precarious ones in this country. We weather, we endure, like our mothers and their mothers.
My grandmother took me around like 6th grade. I just cherished her for that in itself. I just knew that if it hadn't been from her, I may not have taken the life path that I had chose. She was the person who cared for my son all day until she was then sick. Then she got sick to the point where she couldn't do it anymore. My grandmother was in the delivery room when I had my son. She kept the spirit in the room very calm and low. So that it's an adjustment for me really right now because I'm pregnant again. And I feel like I need her.
እስቲ ቁሚና ልሽ
This actually doesn't make it look that big, I feel like.
ቅባት ትቀበያለሽ አይደል ወድሽ? ገና ነው ገና ወደ ታች አልወረደም።
No, he's still like up here.
Yeah. When you send me a picture, I feel like contraction in my belly. Believe me, sometimes.
When you see my belly?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you most excited about when you get here?
To see you pregnant. I saw you in the picture, but I want to see you and hold you. I wish to see all this because my mom never been me around when I get married. So that's my wish.
What's your biggest parenting advice?
I can see from all my kids, free. You grew free. I raised you guys free.
It hits me that she's never said that to me explicitly before, but had somehow managed to plant that seed in me a long time ago. Now here I am trying to do the same for my baby. May we all birth and raise free children.
This song feels good. Dear baby girl, you are one of life's best surprises. At first, I was worried that the surprise of you would overshadow my love for you, but that ship has sailed away and my love for you grows each day. You come from a line of charismatic, smart, witty, God-loving women, so I know you'll be in good hands. I look forward to teaching you how to leave a bit of light wherever you go. Love forever and always, Mom.
To my daughter who will be the first girl whose hair I get to braid, the first to share laughs and girl talk with, and the first little girl I get to nurture to be a woman of God. Love your mommy.
My son, you were created with so much love and hope. I want you to be free to explore the world as if it belongs to you. But if ever you're unsure or afraid, or the world outside does not affirm your beauty, just know you are perfect as you are. And all of the confirmation you need is already within you. You come from a line of people who love hard and fought for us to be where we are. I can't wait to meet you. Love, your mother.